So you're all excited about what you're going to do with your home-based business, and you've got all these plans and ideas about how you're going to expand it out, and then you think, oh, what am I going to tell my friends and family? I really don't want to go there with them. I don't want to hear their comments, their negative stuff about how they think that I'm the oddball and why can't I be normal like them, and oh. Do you ever experience that? Then you start really getting all concerned about what they think of you, which is legitimate. So I'm Laura Lee Humphreys, and I support coaches and consultants, health and wellness advocates in creating a succulent life that you love with a home-based business lifestyle. And in this episode of Faces of Freedom, then we'll be talking about what you can do to get beyond the hang-up or the concern about what your friends and family think about you for starting a home-based business. Right? So you want to stay tuned all the way to the end and listen to what I share, because I know that what I'll be offering can help you. They've helped me. All right. So, and I'll also be sharing with you some tips and things that you can download and use for yourself to help move you beyond getting all worked up or uncomfortable about what your friends and family think about your choices. Okay. So you're doing a home-based business, and with that, then there's a lot of changes, obviously, that need to be made and new conversations that need to be had with your friends and your family. So one of the things also I want to ask you about is, do you fear telling your friends and family about what you want to do because you're afraid of them saying something like, oh, this is the umpteenth millionth thing you've done. You've done it a dozen times before. Nothing's ever worked. What makes you think it's going to work now? So really look at that. It's like, is this something that you've looked at 100 times and now you're trying to do something else and then you want their support? So this is something that I struggled with a lot. I would do over the years this project, that project, and other things, and they didn't always pan out the way I wanted, or I didn't stay with them for very long. And then after a while, I was like, you know what? I'm just not even going to tell my friends and family what I'm doing, because I don't want to have to go tell them again that I changed my direction. So how to get beyond that one? One of the things that I've found is that if you can get really clear on what it is that you truly want to do and have some success in that over time, sustainability with it, then the concerns of your friends and family won't really be that big of an issue, because they'll see you succeed at something rather than flitting from one thing to the next, to the next, to the next again, or falling on your face. And, you know, on some level, they are coming from a point of concern for you, because they want to see you successful rather than churning your wheels, trying something over and over again and never succeeding, and how that drains the family budget, takes time away from them. They have to put up with all of your different projects going here and there and everywhere, and they don't see any benefit or results. So how can you ensure this time that you can move beyond that pattern if you're stuck in that? So recognize when you're doing something new, like a business, that it takes a lot of learning, a lot of new things, as I mentioned before. And there's a learning curve, and it requires that you become someone new. Build a stronger sense of self, stronger confidence and courage to step out of your comfort zone, to learn and do all these different things required to have your business a success. And if you fall down on that, or if you feel like you really don't have that confidence or that strong sense of self, then it is easy to quit. And then you go 6 months later, you'll go on to the next thing. Another 12 months later, you're on to the next thing. And then you're in that same pattern again. And then your family and friends are like, oh, would you just stop? Okay. So let's get clear on why you're doing what you're doing, so that you can have the momentum and the will and the heart passion to drive you, to push you through the learning curve, the awkward times, so that you can learn what you need to do this time to be successful, so that you can get the results, i.e. a paycheck All right. So how can you do that? One of the ways that I've found is that you can use the conversations and responses from your friends and family to help move you through growing greater confidence and self-esteem and everything that you need, a stronger sense of self, so that you can be successful. How do you do that? That's what this video is about. And I also have, at the end of this video, then I'll give you a free download with a 6-step exercise that I use, that I'm offering to you, that you can use this exercise to help you strengthen your confidence, your self-esteem, so that you can be successful, and so that when you have these conversations with friends and family, then you can use the guide that I'm giving you as a download, plus what I'm sharing with you right now, and join them together to help move you through the blocks and the concerns about what they think of you. Okay? So let's say you've had a conversation with them and they've given you their typical response of like, oh my gosh, would you just stop? When are you ever going to get this? Okay? So really look at what specifically did they say? What's the theme? The point of behind their words. Have they said that thing to you before? You want to look for a theme of, you use up all of this time and energy and finances and there's nothing to show for it, for example. Or how's that going to change the dynamics of our household and change who does what as far as the activities, picking up the kids, taking care of everything that needs to be done. Those are legitimate concerns. So look for the underlying theme, the real point of what their objection is, okay? Whatever they say to you. And then the second thing you want to write down is, what is your feeling? What is your response? Is it defensiveness? Is it a feeling like you can't do something, you're incompetent, or you're kind of dumb? Or is it something like, self-doubt? Pay attention to what goes through your head about your response to them, okay? Because in these conversations with your friends and family, there's so much data and information there that gives you everything that you need to propel you forward in your growth so that you can be successful in your business, so it doesn't matter what they think, all right? So look for those themes and then ask yourself, so if they're implying that I don't care about them because I'm not going to attend to all of these household things that need to be addressed, and the kids and the meals and the laundry and are they really saying that they're afraid that you are abandoning them, that you don't care about them? Is that really what they're saying? Or are they saying, I'm concerned about you because you've tried all these 100 things and it's affected me in a negative way and I don't see any positive success out of this. What is the theme? Okay. So then take that theme, and once you can identify it or what the core real issue is, and then ask yourself, do I really feel this way about me? Am I really this way? If their concern is you're going to drain all this time away from us, and so they feel abandoned or unsure of how that's going to affect them, then look at yourself and it's like, am I really abandoning them, neglecting them? Most likely not. One of the reasons why you're doing a home-based business is so that you can give more to your friends and your loved ones and your family. Okay, so that's when you would need to have a conversation and say, I hear you. I get your concern. I'm having these emotions about all of this too, because it's a new direction for me. And I'm very crystal clear about why I'm doing this, so that I can give back to you, so that I can have the time to spend with you and the kids and travel and have more freedom of time and of finances. Okay, so really hone in on what is the real issue behind their concern. And then you can address it. It's easy when we have these conversations to get locked into whatever the emotional charge is in the moment and stay stuck there. And so if you're feeling defensive or angry or insecure about yourself, unsure of yourself, hone in on that emotion as well, because you've got to be able to neutralize that and move beyond that emotion so that you can address the real issue here. And that's one of the things that the 6-step exercise that I'm giving you as a download can help you with. So you'll want to get it. The download link is below the video or somewhere around on this page. Download that guide and follow that 6-step exercise to help you neutralize your feelings so that you can see the real issue clearly, to then be able to manage it and make new choices and take steps to resolve it. Okay? A lot of it's about communication with your friends and your loved ones, communication with you. It's relationship skills. Okay? So the more clear you are with you and why you're doing your business and what drives you in strengthening your relationship with you, the easier it's going to be to address the concerns of your friends and family, including their blowback, so that it doesn't really affect you. When you're clear with you, then that stuff gets minimized, because they see that you're very sure and committed to your course of action and your purpose. Okay. Once they can get that and see that sustained over time and with success, like a paycheck, then a lot of the concerns and objections will go away. Okay. So again, it's becoming a new you, developing a deeper sense of self, communication with you, and going through this 6-step exercise to help develop that. And it's repatterning your neurology. Okay. A lot of the emotional charge, the old patterns of what we do that have led us to not be successful in the past, that's energy that's stored within our body mind. There's intelligence within our body. And so when you can learn to access the information in your body, i.e. the emotional charges and triggers, the beliefs about yourself that have created patterns that have kept you stuck, to be deepening your relationship with you. When you can connect that conversation between your head and your body to find out, oh, this is what this fear or this emotion is really telling me, that came up as a result of this conversation I had with this person. When you can access that data from these conversations, then you can start to shift the energy that your body is carrying, the patterns, the emotional charge, the energy stored in your body. As that shifts and changes, that's what develops you as a new person, a stronger, more confident entrepreneur to be successful with your business. Okay? It's about developing who you are and using the fodder or the data that you get from these conversations, these relationships with your friends and family, to help propel you in that growth process. Okay? So I know that's a lot, and we can have other conversations with that. But I just wanted to introduce that idea to you, that concept of this is what happens when you're making these changes, creating new habits and patterns, learning how to deal with their objections, their concerns about why you're doing your home-based business. Okay, so when you download the free resource guide that I'm giving you and follow this 6-step exercise, that helps you along in all this process. Okay, and in that guide, I'm also giving you a couple of extra bonuses. One of them is an introduction to a resource that I draw upon from the plant world. When we're talking about neutralizing emotions, changing patterns, changing thoughts and beliefs about ourselves, the gifts of plants, the chemistry, the compounds within the plants can support us in shifting our chemistry of our bodies, the chemistry of our emotions, the chemistry, the neurological loops, the neural net of our nervous system, of our brain, shifting that physically, chemically, so that you can move through all of these concerns and issues and emotional stuff. It's all tied to body chemistry. When you shift your body chemistry, it helps you in releasing a lot of these emotional things and moving through them. So we can use the gifts of plants as great aids to help us in that process. So that's what I'm introducing to you as one of the bonuses on this free download guide. of gifts of plants to support you in this specific 6-step exercise. Okay. The second bonus I'm giving you with this download is some resources in doing your online business or your home-based business. It's mostly online. That's where the most success is oftentimes. And it takes a lot of skill, a lot of resource, training, being willing to learn. So the sooner you can learn these basic skills for your business and to be up and running, to be generating an income, to ease the concerns of your friends and family as well as your own pocketbook, the more success you can have sooner, then everything just starts to smooth itself out. And so I'm giving you in this other bonus resource of where you can learn some of those trainings that you need for those basic skills to be successful in your business, as well as some of the systems, the technologies, the things that you need to set up and have in place to run efficiently so that you can be successful if you're doing home-based business and business online. Okay, you've got to have that basic foundation and those basic platforms in place. So part of learning all of this is getting those put together. So where do you find it? I've given it to you in this resource guide. All right. So download that, follow that six-step exercise. Say that 6 times fast. The 6-step exercise to help you move through the fear and concerns about what friends and family think of you about your business. And let me know your results. I would love to hear from you. So what did you find of value in this video? What do you do currently to help move through and work through all the concerns and feedback that you get from friends and family about what you're doing with your home-based business? How do you not get discouraged or come to a point where you want to give up based upon just their feedback? Okay, I would love to hear what you do. And if there's any tips and things that you can share with me, then I would love to hear that so that I can also pass them on to other people that I work with, and everybody wins. Okay. So leave a comment below. Let me know what you think about this video or what you found of value, and subscribe to this channel, Faces of Freedom. Every week, then I do a new video of tips and resources and things that you can do and learn to become the successful entrepreneur, to create a succulent life that you love through a home-based business lifestyle. So if you'd like to learn more about what I'm doing, you can also check me out at my blog, lauraleehumphreys.com, where I have a lot of other resources and videos and things that you can check into. And if you'd like to even work with me and find out how I'm doing with my home-based business, then you can access that information and contact me through my blog, lauraleehumphreys.com. You can also find me on Facebook and follow me there on my fan page. It's Faces of Freedom, and under my name, Laura Lee Humphreys. So I'd love to see you around there. I'd love to hear your feedback of what you found the most valuable in this training. And again, make sure you get the download free guide, a 6-step exercise to help you work through the fear of what other people think of you. All right. And until then, have a good day.